I created a community for ticket resellers. Hi, I'm AP The Plug, a successful ticket reseller. I've helped several people start their own online ticket business. Now I'm offering you access to our exclusive membership program, complete with resources, tools, and coaching to help you succeed. With our program, you can earn extra income, enjoy a flexible schedule, and follow proven strategies to succeed. Don't wait. Click the link below to get started today and transform your financial future.
There's been a lot of developments going on with the Diddy case. A lot of people have been saying stuff since Cassie came out on him, a federal indictment. Well, a lot of people have been quiet, including Diddy's mother, but not now. The mother of Sean Combs, Janice, has something to say. She said, I come to you today as a mother that is devastated and profoundly saddened by the allegations made against my son, Sean Combs. It is heartbreaking to see my son judged, not for the truth, but for a narrative created of lies. To bear witness seems to be like a public lynch of my son before he has had the opportunity to prove himself. The pain is unbearable to put in words. Like every human being, my son deserves to have his day in court and finally share his side and prove his innocence. I am not here to say my son is perfect because he is not. He has made mistakes in his past, as we all have. My son may not have been entirely truthful about certain things, such as denying he has ever gotten violent with his ex-girlfriend when hotel surveillance showed otherwise. Sometimes the truth and a lie become so closely intertwined that it becomes terrifying to omit one part of the story, especially when that truth is outside the norm or is too complicated to be believed. This is why I believe my son's civil legal team opted to settle with his ex-girlfriend's lawsuit instead of contesting it to the end, resulting in a ricochet effect the federal government used, right, this decision against my son by interrupting in his admission of guilt. It is important to recognize that none of us, regardless of our status, are immune to fear or mistakes. Not being entirely straightforward about one's issue does not mean my son is guilty of a repulsive allegations and the grave charges levied against him. Many individuals who were wrongfully convicted and later exonerated had their freedom taken from them not because they were guilty of the crimes they were accused of, but because they didn't fit the image of what society considers to be a good person. History has showed us individuals can be wrongfully convicted due to their past actions or mistakes. She goes on to say, watching the world make jokes and laugh at my son's life crumbling before our eyes is something I can never forget. It is truly agonizing to watch the world turn against my son so quickly and easily over lies and misconceptions without ever hearing his side or affording him the opportunity to present his side. The lies thrown at him are motivated by those seeking a financial gain and not justice. These individuals saw how quickly my son's civil legal team settled with his ex-girlfriend's lawsuit, so they believe that they can receive a quick payday by falsely accusing my son. False allegations of SA thwart true victims of SA from getting the justice they deserve. To make matters worse, the federal government is now using these lies to prosecute my son. This injustice has been unbearable for our family. The worst part of this ordeal is watching my beloved son stripped of his dignity, not for what he did, but for what people chose to believe about him. I ask his supporters, fans, colleagues, friends, the public to not judge him before you had a chance to hear his side. I beg you to think about those who have been wrongfully prosecuted, to remember that not everyone who has made mistakes in life deserves to have their entire existence judged by a single action or a few mistakes. My son is not the monster that he has painted to be. He deserves a chance to tell his story. I can only pray that I am alive to see him speak his truth and be vindicated. Respectfully submitted on behalf of Janice Combs and the Combs family. Look, I got a little cold, but we've been echoing this every single day. Every time we come on a microphone, we echo this because we're not going to be the outlet. Even though we bring people in here with differing thoughts, different opinions, and we let them rock, we're not going to be the outlet that's going to just jump in on the witch hunt and make money off of it, right? Oh, let's just bring this person to talk about. Nah. We give you all sides of the story. We also tell you, look, this all could be a big conspiracy. And not to mention, even the law says, right, that you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. But In the court of public opinion, that don't matter. See, the media understands, the powers that be, the elite, the federal government understand that if they smear somebody's name enough in the media with false stories and allegations and 400 witnesses and 500 witnesses, they understand that people are not even going to listen or care. They're not going to take time to listen to Diddy's side of the story. They're not going to take time to even, think that he's telling the truth. Oh, it's 100 victims. It must be true. Oh, we see him do this to Cassie. This must be true. Oh, the feds don't lose. It must be true. They got a so conviction rate. It must be true. I'm just not there with it. I'm just like, I'm an outside the box thinker. I'm like, yo, what if? And then I said, okay, what if it was my family member? Me, anybody I know, a friend in this type of situation. You will want to have the other side of the story told. And this is why I get mad. I'm not going to really condemn, none of these people, because it's like, when you're on top, see, you build up the wrong people around you, right? When you're on top, build up the right people. Make sure that if anything ever happens, that these people are going to go to bat. Jay-Z, silent. All these people that was partying with Diddy, and loving up on him, hugging him. All those people that was in the Rock Nation brunch. All those dudes that was in the circle, the Kevin Hart. Where they at now? Why won't they say something? You best believe if Diddy was my friend, I'm going to speak up. Even Stevie J got quiet. If that was my friend, if Diddy was my friend, and I was a celebrity that people know, even if I wasn't, I'm going to speak up and say this is some BS. So shout out to his mom. Shout out to Janice Combs for saying, look, somebody got to say something. The sons really can't speak, I get it. But somebody has to say something and call out this nonsense. Somebody. So, I appreciate his mother doing that. Now, with that being said, I don't know if all this stuff is true. I seen the Cassie video. It was disgusting. I've heard the rumors over the years, but that's all we got right now. If you want to put him in jail for that, give him his time. If you want to say he's this, give him his time. But outside of that, it's just speculation. His mother's pretty much saying, look, they're using that as a pretext to say that he's guilty for everything. Say anything they thought right now, people going to think, oh, it was a 9-year-old boy. Oh, it was this. Oh, it was this person. Anything they throw against the wall, people are going to believe it. It's not fair. No matter your personal experience, no matter how you feel about Diddy, if you don't like him, yo, get outside of your emotions, step outside the box, and think objectively about the situation. Okay, look, let's give it some time. I know this is stacked against him, but he ain't even told his story yet. He didn't even get a chance to defend himself yet, right? So we need to keep that in mind. With that being said, look, I got a lot. I got some stuff I'm putting together, man. I'm glad this happened because I can add it to the thing I'm working on. I've been stalling on it for a couple months, but I'm working on something with Diddy right now. About Diddy, I should say, not with Diddy, about Diddy to put out. And it's gonna be dope as hell. So I want it to be perfect. I want it to be right. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section about Diddy's mother, Janice, fighting. And that's you expect your mother to do that. Shout out to his mother. And let me know what y'all think about what she said. And leave a thumbs up button. Peace.